My name's Ewan J Phillips, and I'm a singer-songwriter. I started releasing one track a month, and I wanted to do that for a whole year. I started building relationships. One of the relationships I built was with Spin Up. They've got me here today. I've been lucky enough to be mentored by Woodkid. We got in the studio here at Abbey Road, the iconic Abbey Road. I had a track that I think is a strong song and I love performing, but for some reason it wasn't quite clicking in the recording that I had of it.
My name is Woodkid. My real name is Johan Lemoine. I'm a film director and a musician. I have a very pop sensibility, but I also have a very strong desire of making music that's always alternative. So I'm always attracted to these two worlds and I try to make them live together. So Ewan is an insane singer. I'm very jealous. Behind that very accessible shell, I think he has sensibility that is very singular and very honest.
With this song, it's been such a journey. You know, it's love of your life sort of stuff, and we got separated, and this is the song that came out in that moment. And I struggled to produce it to quite what I want it, because I've started just from the song, and then capturing that idea, it can be tricky.
Let's listen to what you have so far.
You say you never loved me, say that you don't want me, so I know what to say when I talk to my family.
It's a super catchy pop song. I think given what you say, the closer you get to the very first version, the very first draft emotion you had when you wrote it, the better it's going to be. The danger with you is that you're a very good singer, especially on a song like that where it's like intimate and raw emotion. It should have that vertigo, that danger as a musician where you're like, okay, I know it's not my best performance technically, but it's the most honest take I could give you.
The challenge with this kind of like anthemic type of songs is that the more you produce it, the more you lose the performance. I really wanted him to reconnect to the very first times that he was singing the song, and that would be his guide for production. Being able to perform on the challenge is incredible because it's such a mythical piano that everyone who knows the Beatles and many more know.
I mean, the idea that we could have the piano and to play that, like to get a really coherent performance and that be on the track, I think is going to be phenomenal.
Without a click, as raw as possible, to have just your single honest first take on the challenge.
I believe a lot in first takes. It's more challenging for a singer when it's just you and your piano, when it's one take. Just do it, get the first rush of emotion and build out of it.
Say you never loved me, so I can't blame it on your cold feet. So I can turn, look away and forget all about you.
The process that we took was, he wanted more of this live energy, that rawness, those imperfections, and the way we went about that was, let's just get in the room and play it. We're here at Abbey Road, let's get the mic set up, let's get this iconic piano ready to go, and let's just perform that song. It's a bit terrifying because you can spend so much time worrying about tracks, but just, I suppose, capturing something real is the point. And sometimes when you're at home producing or whatever, you can lose that, but I think we really reattach with that realness and that liveness by being here.
How do you feel?
It's great, it's lovely to kind of reconnect with the song again.
Sometimes what I don't like about re-recording songs over and over again and like overproduce them is that you kind of lose the essential. Of course, production is important, but fundamentally what matters is more like what's the story being told and how is it being delivered. Having
People who you respect help you and take part in your journey can be everything. I feel really grateful that I've been able to have that experience with Woodkid here at Abbey Road. Thank you so much for having me. You know, all these tips and the advice you're giving, I think it's really to the point, and it's like really cut into the heart of the song.
I really want you to keep that drive and that narrative and really have a lot of confidence in the idea that it's you who's telling that story and not
no one else is telling the story, it's me.
It's you,
There's so many different flavors and colors in music. Getting that intimacy into recording is something that comes with balancing. There's only one you. You're the only person who can tell your story, say it the way you say it. That's what music is about, is using your own voice to tell your own story the way you want to tell it. And I feel like I've been able to do that.